Tak zdravím všechny své diváky a vítám vás u dnešního večerního streamu. Měl jsem trošku zpoždění, protože jsem měl menší nehodu s přípravou čaje a tematické termosky, ale už je všechno v pořádku a tak můžeme pomalu začít. Akorát se mi nějak nechce spustit hra. Tak ještě restartuji Steam a snad už to půjde. Tak už tady. Pokud si pamatujete, kde jsme minule skončili, tak jsme tam měli docela velký zvrat. Ale to se dozvíme teďka v připomínce.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Teď to vlastně vypadá, že Alan se zbláznil a
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
A všechny ty představy, co jsme viděli, a takže si to všechno vymyslel.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Já si jen zaliju čaj a hnedko se půjdu projít s panem doktorem. Po jeho krásné klinice. Můžu utéct? Zamčeno, klasika. Wake. Já mám přímo u dveří jmenovku.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Co pak je tady? A tady? Tam nemůže. Tak jo, no.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. is, your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Že by on byl ovládaný temnotou, ten doktor? A úplně mě takhle manipuloval. Přečíst. Za stíny, jež si se zvolil za svůj domov, se nachází osvětlený zázrak. Na památku drahého přítele a básník. Sluneční hodiny. Takové hory. Mlha. Výhled je to hezký.
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you out
voice.
of the world
His
you've
words
constructed
echoed
for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dubbed
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Takový
Pretty
skřet
damn
tam.
wonderful, yeah.
Skřet tam za tou židlí. I když asi to nebude skřet.
Scary, scary, scary.
To je jako... To je úplně jako Bob z Twin Peaks, jak tam vylezl za tu, spoza toho křesla.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, sorry. No.
Čím to
That's
mluví?
Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Takový blázni všude.
Come, Alan, this way.
No běž. Co pak je třeba tady. Zamčeno.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Jsme tu, bych vám poskytli pomoc. Zapojovací terapie TM a metoda zvaná TOC TM.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Nejsou to ti z té restaurace, nebo z té kavárně, nebo co to
I
bylo?
hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Jak má ještě všude ty plakáty svoje.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Poslouchání bláznů je občas v pohodě, nebo starých lidí, starých bláznů. Ale tihle dva teďka. Aha, lampová dáma.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and
Asi si radši přečtu to, co mi dali. Tady toho bude docela dost.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Ah,
Aha, já se mám vrátit do pokoje. Tak jo.
so tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Dej mi to kladívko.
Fat Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that a hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches of the concussion.
Jo, můj pokoj je tady, myslím.
Bob's dead now.
Bob. A Bob.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
Co to je? Mě zajímá, co říkají, ale
Tired.
asi nic zajímavého, dobře.
Charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets. And now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Tak jo, no. Zkusím něco napsat. Ale jestli se to zrealizuje, tak to bude zajímavé. Oh.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Chudák medvěd tady. QR kód, co pak tam asi je?
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Je tam nějaká URL k nějakému gifu, ale nevím, jestli to vidíte, nebo si to otevřete sami. Tak já jdu zpátky do toho pokoje. Je termoska? Termoska. Tady něco je?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
Aha.
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
To se mi možná bude hodit, až nastane tma. Emerson, Wake. Taková postel. Tak jdem něco psát.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Budu zase utíkat?
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Stránečka.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? Nah.
Přečtu si to.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Zajímavý. Termoska?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's
I
time
had to get to
pay the
Hartman's office.
piper.
He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been
Maybe
keeping
you
them.
could come out and beat our wrinkled, adult, diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
Ojej.
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal name.
Co se to tam děje?
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Mazec. Je stránka. Nějaké mapy?
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Je srdečně, že přečtu tu stránku.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Huh. Jak to dopadlo? Pořád tam jsou. Nejsou tady nějaké stránky ještě? Já vím, že musím jít k Hartmanovi do kanceláře, ale i tak. Tak asi ne, no, dobře. To my Betty.
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Má figurína. Takže Hartmanova kancelář. Můj rukopis a zbraně.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Tady byla ta kancelář. Já si přečtu stránku ještě.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Takže jdem utéct. Ježiš! Tma. Ne! Já jsem střelil, já jsem nechtěl střelit. Úplně plýtvání nábojů. Úplně taková, má tam. Jak se úplně rozleze ta tma. Utíkej! Co to?
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Nahoře byl ten generátor. Co se děje? Mám jednu světlici. Televize, stránka. Jasně, já utíkám z léčebny, všude je temnota a já si pustím televizi. Radši jdu. Co mám dělat? Uf. Aha, ono to se koulí za mnou. Ježiši. Jo tak, já si můžu nechat tím rozbít ty dveře možná. Nebo ne? Nebo tam je někdo s baterkou? Nebo... Ono mě to úplně vyrazilo ven. Tam je termosko, já chci termosko. Jo, už jdu. Jen tu termosku potřebuju. Není tady ještě něco? Už jdu. A není tady ještě něco? Asi ne.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Hoď mi to.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Asi radši běžím. Je stránka. Ne, baterie. Já jsem skoro vběhl do té temnoty. Světlo. Pokračuji zahradou, ale kudy? Jo, tady asi nic. A je, bludiště. Aha. Co? Jej! Don't trust Emil. Takže si budu pamatovat, že nemám věřit Emilovi. Emil zní jako omyl, takže... Co tak je tohle? Nějak se stmívá, že? Co? Jdou si pro mě? Ale... Já se ještě musím kouknout sem. Ježiš! Ne. Co se to děje? Bože. Tak to jsem skoro nezvládl. Já tady nějak zvláštně bloudím teďka. Trošku světla, vždycky, pane bože, vždycky potěší. Všude rostou ty dobré ovocné stromy, nebo mi to tak aspoň přijde. A je tolik ptáků. To je ten doktor. A ptáci. Ptáci. Aha. Já vůbec nevím, co mám dělat. Jo, já mám možná asi běžet pryč, ale já chci tu termosku. A ti ptáci, bože můj. Ale ne. Kouknu na činačet. Zdravím Ádu Šlendrovou. A loučím se s Ádou Šlendrovou. Áda zrovna viděla jenom tu chvilku, nebo Áďa, zrovna tu chvilku, která nebyla moc hororová. Tady už je to. Tak jsme zabili doktora. Snad za to nepůjdu do pekla. Jak to, že jsem si té pistole předtím nevšiml? Radši kouknu na tu stránku.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Oh. jsem čekal, že něco v těch stromech bude, ale asi jenom nic. Kde je ten Barry vlastně? Už se k němu blížím. O, brakovnice. Stránka rukopisu.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Kde je vlastně ten mod? Jinak ta zahrada je docela obrovská, že? Zase mi docházejí pomalu náboje. Stránka vzadu. Nějaké kytičky. Já si to přečtu až za chvilku, tu stránku. Emil made Tom do it. Takže Emil donutil Toma to udělat, ale kdo je vlastně Tom a kdo je Emil? Temná voda. Kam mám jít teďka? Mám jít? A tady bude nějaká skrýš. Ježiš. Teď jsem možná trošku plýtval. Co pak to tu je? Nesvítilo tam něco? Asi ne. V téhle kapitole je docela dost termosek a stránek. Co pak to tam je? Je, tam už bude Barry asi. Snad se mu nic nestane.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Ajej. 3.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Ježiš, tady je další.
It's gotta be here. Just hang on out. Hey, I found a corner.
Au. Tak mi to pořád nějak moc nejde. Zkusím to ještě jinak.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Aha, takhle asi ne.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Gotta be here. Just hang on out. Hey, found a corner. I found it! Oh, wait, that's a twig.
Kolik jich tu je?
nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Já si přečtu ten dukopis ještě.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Svět vybuchl?
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Tak jdem najít Barryho. Já nemám ani baterku, ani nic.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Co?
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
On je tam dole.
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
OK, tak běžíme za Barrym. Ježiš. Posedlé předměty. Je, světlo, světlo, světlo. Co pak je tady? Stránka. A světlo zasíná. Tam jsem ještě taky něco viděl, termosku. A je sudy. Au. Sudy a ptáci ještě k tomu teďka. Tady je dost temno v tom tunelu. Tady asi neprojdu.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Je něco tady? Asi ne. Tak aspoň, že je tady ten generátor. Tady je světlo, jenže... Co s tím? Nějak to otočit nebo schodit?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Baterka. Aha, má jediná baterka. Trust no one in the dark, jasně. Nikomu nebudeme věřit v temnotě. Co pak je tady? Nic. Oj. Honem. Do prdele. Tak to mi teďka moc nevyšlo. Musím se asi rychleji spustit, nebo tak něco.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Kde to
Facing the
jsem?
enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Tak asi to nejde tak spustit. Možná se jich musím nejdřív zbavit a pak až můžu něco udělat, nebo já nevím. Já to chci spustit. Co se stane, když to... Nebo se jich teda nejdřív zbavím. Au. Mě pořád zajímá, co se stane, když to tam spustím. Jestli to bylo nějaké světlo, nebo něco, co by se mi mohlo hodit. Přečtu si stránku.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Takže mě ten agent spoutal za chvilku. Ještě kouknu na chat a skočím se na záchod. Jana mi píše: Emil je ten pomocník Zejna. Zejn je spisovatel, jehož knihy si viděl v prvním díle, jak si byl s Alicí na té původní chatě na jezeře. Jana to má nastudované. Takže já jsem za moment zpět. Tak já jsem zpět. Teď si zaliju čaj a můžeme pokračovat. Já zkusím doběhnout tam zpátky a zjistit, co se stane, když to zapnu. Ale očekávám, že se tady teďka objeví ty bytosti. Kde to bylo? Kde to bylo? Tady někde, ne? Tady. Aha, to jenom. Tak to jenom udělalo světlo a to je všechno. Tak to jsem asi mohl stihnout předtím. Nevadí.
Was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Silná baterka. No jo, to je parádní baterka aspoň. Tak. Co pak máme tady ještě? Nic? Asi nic.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Jenže co když to nebyl Barry, že? Brána další. Klasika. Já se ještě kouknu. Božské světlo, nebo?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Co pak je tam?
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
To bychom ale asi nechtěli, aby se temnota vymanila. Walter?
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. driving for his life and knowing it was useless. He didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
To jsou zase ty pasti na medvědy určitě. To jsem nechtěl. Pasti na medvědy nemáme rádi. A jsou tady všude. Tak radši hezky pomaličku, abych do žádné nestoupil. Co je tohle past? Další past? Asi jo. Uf. Tak já jdu radši dolů po cestě zas.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Vrkovnice je fajn. Taken. Jsou plní temnoty. Tam nahoře je termosko, já ji chci. Třeba tady bude ještě něco. Ale... Pojď do té pasti na medvědy. Aha, a jemu se nic nestalo. Ale jak kdybych tam šlápl, tak bych asi zemřel. Teda nezemřel bych, ale lekl bych se. Tady jsou zase další pasti, co? Aha, oni se tady zase budou objevovat další a další. Hlavně pozor na ty pasti. Je brokovnice! Ale ne. Ach jo. Mně to zase jde. Aha. Oni asi budou. Au, světlo.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here?
Barry?
Barry?
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
To je ten srub, já už jsem v něm byl s tou Alicí přece, ne? Nebo vypadá podobně aspoň. Zatlačit. Barry? Ne.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm
To
again.
Walter.
For the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's something bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Co teď? Tady teda nic. Někdo otevřel dveře.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Takže tím se docela vysvětluje ta pointa toho, co se tu děje, nebo co já dělám. Já tohle prožívám, abych mohl zachránit tu Alici právě. On už umřel? Co se stalo?
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The front door was locked.
Tak můžu jít oknem, ale asi ještě kouknu. Tak já jdu tím oknem teda.
I could climb out through the broken window.
Ale?
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Jenom se tady ještě porozhlídnu. Šipka dolů. Jo, tam ještě něco bude. Stránka. Jak se dostanu tam dolů do toho sklepa? Tady musí být nějaká cestička, co? Co když... Tady. Chudák jelen. Zásoby. Kouknu ještě na stránku. Hartman přemýšlí o
For a
motoru.
moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Maud had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Tak asi jedem. Nebo ještě se kouknu sem. Na záchod.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Je termoska. Ale určitě tady bude nějaké zlo. Takže honem. Ještě kouknu tady. Dole té šipky to vypadá, že tady bude nějaká tajná skrýž zase. Baterie. Ještě něco tady dole? Dobrý. Můžu přesednout do tohohle auta? Můžu, že? Třeba bude lepší. Jo, já teďka nejedu na tu farmu. Nebo jedu? Teďka tu jedu někde. A další auto, které můžu použít. Co? Brokovnice? Teda motorovka? Slyšíte motorovku? Ne, to je to rádio.
As I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Huh. Musím ještě vyměnit auto zase. Nevím, kam mám jet, nebo kam nemám jet. Jo, tady jsem vlastně přijel. Tak já si vezmu to svoje původní auto. To mi přišlo, že je docela rychlejší a možná i lépe bude zabít případné zlo. Že bych si změnil auto? Aha, tak. Tohle asi řídit nemůžu. Asi mi to tady jenom brání v tom, abych tam projel, co? Oj. Posedlý jeřáb. Mlýn? Bude tady něco zajímavého? Nebo se tam ani nedostanu zase? Asi nic. Ohňostroj bude?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Zbraň pódium. Ojej.
Al, we have to fight them off. I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out. Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked. Al, hold on. I'll try to get the stage lights on.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot. Al, we have to fight them off. I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out. Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked. Al, hold on. I'll try to get the stage lights on.
Snad ne.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot. Al, we have to fight them off. I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out. Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked. Al, hold on. I'll try to get the stage lights on.
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Tak jsme to asi zvládli. Ještě se trošku zásobím. Kouknu sem, jestli to ještě něco není. Tady něco svítí trošku. Stránka, super. Kde je ten Barry?
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Tak já si ještě počtu stránku.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Vevnitř to vypadalo, že je nějaká stránka. Takže ještě kouknu, jestli se můžu nějak... Jo, to asi potom až. Tam je nějaká elektřina zase. Tam je nějaká stránka. Já tam rychle zaběhnu. Tohle vypadá trochu jako nějaká kachna.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Tak jdem dovnitř. Nebo tam jdu dovnitř asi jenom sám zase.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al? They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in a
Springs,
soft embrace,
man.
somewhere between
back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Oh, is this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat...
Oh.
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Tak co teď? Nahoru nebo?
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Ještě přečtu stránku.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Jsem se lekl. Kde pak je Barry?
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Asi se nějak zbavit té elektřiny, nebo jenom dávat pozor? Možná jenom dávat pozor. Ale já tam radši půjdu. Tady je nějaké světlo, takže asi mám jít tudy, ale já si ještě půjdu kouknout sem. Plechovky. Tak já nevím, kudy mám jít. Já nechci jít ještě tam tím správným směrem, protože... Aha, tady je jenom nějaká bouda pro psy, nebo... Tak asi musím jít tím správným směrem. OK. Jak se tam ten Barry dostal tak rychle? Nebo ne rychle, ale bez problémů.
Wow! Those geezers
Slyším nějaké kroky.
You know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
Budu se snažit.
Keep your eyes open, okay?
Pořád slyším z půdy nebo ze zhora nějaké další kroky. Aha.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Beer Fest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
Public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, relax.
Now, is it just me, or does Beer Fest get louder every year? Seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but definitely that. Hey, I'm talking here.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Motorovka. Škoda, že tu si asi nemůžu vzít do ruky. Tak jo. Posedlý traktor, super. Nebo... Mě zabil kombajn. Stalo? Jako vím, že mě zabil kombajn, ale... Není to ještě něco? Asi není, tak jdu otevřít barimu. Klíče.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Počkej, ještě není tu něco. OK.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Vikingská farma. Staří bohové znají pravdu.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Pojistky by měly...
This place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Pojistky bych čekal spíš někde ve sklepě, než tady nahoře.
Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
Kytara, samé kytary. Tak, pojistky jsou tady.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. The record's probably just a little dusty, Al. Give it a little thump. I want to hear this song.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Takhle to celé začalo.
It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a life to the words the poet used. Now the muse she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace, and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened wood.
Previously on Alan Wake, under the influence of the dark presence.
Tak, teďka už je asi zase na čase skončit a jít spát. Takže já se s vámi loučím, děkuji za vaši pozornost a sledování a uvidíme se zase příště. Tak, čau.